Yo, so I'm just gonna full yap this video. I'm just gonna tell you exactly why I hate school so fucking much. And honestly, the only value you're gonna get out of this video is just a full guide on how to hate school. Like, I'm not even trolling. Like, I'm not gonna really edit this video. I'm just gonna fully say what's on my mind. I have some points on a doc. And if you don't know me, like, I used to be a full nerd and I wanted to learn how to study better and faster. So even though my marks increased as my results came in, I started to hate school more and more until eventually I just found broken methods such as stopping taking notes and stopping doing homework. Like, I just hated school so much at that point when I realized it was just so pointless to improve my mark any further. There's just no point in improving it because instead of that, you can actually improve things that are real life, tangible in your life, right? First thing they don't teach is just they don't teach you how to fucking learn. Like, really think about that. What the fuck is an education system that doesn't teach you how to fucking learn? Is that not the entire point of the education system? If it was teaching us about the base skills in life, one of the most basic skills should be to learn, right? And the thing is, their method of, like, the real way to learn is actually through experimentation and play. It's not through fucking writing things on a paper. It's not through listening. Like, it's actually not even effective to listen to people yap to learn. Like, even though, like, I might be making a YouTube video on how, like, teaching you how to learn, it's actually not that effective. The most effective way is actually doing things. It's actually experimentation. And they don't even incorporate this at all in any of the education systems. And the thing is, they don't even teach you basic stuff like rote review is absolutely shit. Notes, highlight, sorry, taking notes, highlighting, reading, textbooks, like all these are just so shit methods of learning. They don't teach anything about it. Even something like flashcards, it's actually proven not effective. So I'm sorry if I'm like shitting on your technique of studying, but it's literally just not even like they don't teach anything about these. The best technique of all time, I believe, is practice questions. And the only reason why is because you're playing the game that's given to you. You're not supposed to do practice questions in real life. Do you think you walk out in nature and then nature gives you a practice question? Oh, where do you think the bear is? Where, how do you think you're gonna kill it? And you write a full-on essay? No. All you're trying to do is play and beat the game that you're forced into. That's the reason why practice questions is effective. But in reality, it's not even the best method to learn. It's absolutely stupid. Another thing is they punish mistakes when in reality, mistakes are the number one factor to success. Like, of course, you've probably heard of this before, but every single successful person has just failed more than unsuccessful people. All you really are supposed to do in real life is chase failure. This video is gonna be shit when I look back in 10 years. I know for a fact. But just because I'm chasing failure, every single step of the way, I'm becoming less of a failure. I'm making less mistakes. I'm making less shit videos until eventually my videos are so little shits that they're actually kind of good. Also, I always say this, but school is actually designed to train obedience. Like, I'm not even trolling. If you look at the history, like I've been geeking out over the past few days about this. If you look at the history of education systems, even since the moment we started them in the agricultural revolution when like empires started building up, the only purpose was actually to engrave values of obedience in children. The first thing they did was teach literacy through a religion, and that religion was brainwashed to be talking about surrendering to a divine divinity. Like, I still think religion is still kind of like, it's really hard to believe in because the way they present values of obedience is just so suspicious. They make it so that This people used to teach religion in a way that engraved obedience in these people's minds just because they needed field workers. They needed people to grow the crops in the agricultural revolution so that they can benefit the empire. But when in reality, they were actually just benefiting the people at the top. The people at the bottom were still slaves. We were all just taught to be obedient, like the people back then, right? And the thing is, the education system has never changed since then. The only things that have changed is the regulation and the efficiency at which we are passed through a fucking assembly line of grades. Grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 is literally just an assembly line. We are all put in the same conveyor belt. We're all given the same amount of things, same amount of information, and we're not taught to question it at all. Bro, I think my friend had a question on a test talking about cholesterol and talking about like, oh, how much cholesterol does it take to clog a fucking heart? Like, holy fuck. I know you probably don't know anything about cholesterol, but cholesterol has been proven a lie for so long, for so many different studies. So many different studies prove that the highest, like every single government healthcare system is lying about cholesterol being a problem. So many different studies have been proving it, and yet they still don't change it just because it benefits them for money, just because the healthcare industry fucking gets rich by making people sick. It's actually crazy, and we've never been taught to question it. You were supposed to listen to what the teacher says and regurgitate it. That is literally the entire definition of the education system. The way to optimize your marks is literally to stop questioning it and start allowing your brain to open up and let it hypnotize you, to never question the fucking knowledge, because that's just a waste of time when it comes to getting marks. Like, this is actually fucking insane. Also, in history, people used to get beaten when they questioned the knowledge. Today, it's just so, they make school so hard, give us so much homework, so many assignments, that we associate learning with work, and no one even dares question it. It's because now it's so fucking hard to catch up that we don't have any more time to actually question what we've been learning for this entire time. Also, another bad thing, it teaches competition for marks. So if you look in history, like, we've always been a social animal. We've always been benefited by working together. But the thing is, schools actually positively reinforce competition. This is actually so fucked up. Imagine, like, when is competition ever a good thing in the real world compared to cooperation? Like, of course, if you want to compete in a race or in a game, like, that's makes sense. It boosts motivation. It's actually good for like testosterone or something, whatever, right? That competition drive is healthy. But there's no point when you can be working together. Like, I get it if it's a game. I get it if it's like a test of personal skill. But if you combine skills in the real world, when, like, in any possible thing, when it comes to business, working in like a slave 9-to-5 job, or anything, any mini projects, the more people you have, the more brains you have, the more better it is. There's no point of separating people. There's no point of encouraging competition in the real world. It's actually stupid how grade systems force competitiveness, and helping others is considered cheating. Helping others is considered cheating. Hurting both yourself and the other person. Yeah, it's actually fucking insane. Like, do you realize, as a society, if we actually helped each other instead of enslaved each other with like, oh, you do this, you do that. Like, of course we need leaders, but the leaders should be thinking about not competition, but cooperation. Yeah, I wrote this. Full geeks only care about their own achievement and beating others just because it is positively reinforced. Like, I feel bad for these full nerds that like put other people down, like make other people study less or some shit. Like, don't pass around the past paper test so that they can keep it to themselves. They get the best mark. Like, I understand them, but at the same time, like, can you fucking wake up? Like, of course, like if they're watching this right now, like, now's the time to fucking wake up. Of course, school positively reinforces, so I don't blame them for not waking up. But now's the fucking time to wake up, bro. Stop. Why are you pushing other people down in school? There's literally zero value in that. There is zero value. Like, bro, it's so stupid how we're all competing for the same universities. And the reason why, like, that is bad is because it imp- encourages competition. It makes people fight each other, which is such a bad value in the real world. In the real world, if you group up, create ideas together, help each other, and progress as a group, it just exponentially increases faster than any single competition, like any competitive person can. But oh my god, I'm actually so bad at speaking skills, but it's whatever. Another thing is they literally just teach absolutely fucking useless stuff. I remember asking my dad once, he went to business university, and I just asked him, I was like, hey, what did you learn in that university? Guess what he said, bro? He literally looked at me, smiled, and said nothing. Nothing. And they still think that sending me to university is a good idea. Like, are you brain dead? Are you fucking brain dead? If you said, oh, it gave me no value, but oh, you still have to go there for 4 years, you still have to waste your life, you still have to be a slave, you still have to fucking listen to what everyone else does just because it's a paper that you'll get at the end of 4 years for $50,000 or whatever debts, right? They don't teach you to take fucking responsibility. They don't teach you to fight fear. I remember someone saying this: conforming is comfort. You need to stop listening to fucking education system about what they talk about. Even though they positively reinforce obedience, they positively reinforce when you stop questioning everything and just accept their knowledge and just regurgitate it back. They're like, oh yes, good slave. Oh yeah, you taught me that, I'll give it back to you. That's what they positively reinforce. And they stop positively reinforce, like they actually negatively reinforce when you start taking responsibility over your own stuff. Like, of course, we're taking responsibility over our grades, but that's still obedience because that's what's positively reinforced. That's the only thing that is technically taking responsibility that they want us to do, but it's still pointless. Like, what the fuck is the point of a number, bro? What the fuck is the point of a paper, bro? Like, holy fuck. There's this quote I remember, it's really good. No one has ever changed the world by doing what the world has told them to do. Actually pretty crazy. You need to stop listening to fucking school. Also, they teach you to worry about what you can't control. They teach you to worry about what other people think of it. What if I get a bad grade? What if universities don't accept me? What if this? What if that? Because they train obedience. Now they're training us because they taught us to stop taking responsibility for our own lives. It actually transitions our mind to a state where we start worrying about things we can't control. Because we're not controlling the things we can control, we're starting to worry about the things we can't control. When in reality, the best mindset possible is just to worry about everything that you can control. Like, you can take control over every single fucking aspect of your life. It's actually crazy how they're just like, how is this even fucking allowed, bro? They're literally destroying the spirit of children. They teach you that success relies on others' judgments rather than your own internal achievements and fulfillment. That's pretty much just grades. They teach you that, oh, if I do this correctly, if I listen to the teacher and be an obedient little slave, and I just regurgitate all the information that they tell me without questioning it, then maybe my parents will be happy about me. Then maybe my teacher will be happy about it. So it trains your desire to satisfy other people, when of course that's a good thing, but it trains us to rely on that expectation of other people being fulfilled, which is absolutely the worst possible thing. Every single millionaire tells other people to stop worrying and stop giving a fuck about other people. And the reason why they do this is probably because the education system has ingrained in us, every single person, that value is so much to the point where we have to unlearn it for so many years. It's actually like, bro, Another thing is, to be truly good at something, you need to be passionate, but no one fucking likes school. Imagine if school was literally like, imagine if school just fucking disappeared, bro. Like, holy fuck, that would be so fucking nice. Of course, everyone's still brain dead on their phone scrolling, but if you hit a dopamine detox, you realize everything's so fucking interesting. Like, you can learn so fucking much about any possible subject. And I'm not saying like school academic subjects, like that's all bullshit. Like, I don't want to fucking learn physics, bro. Like, it's slightly interesting, but like, bro, I'd rather learn about the lives of healthcare industries, because the healthcare industry fucking gets more money when they make people sick. So they've lied so many times in history. And then people don't get the death penalty when they've killed millions of people with their products. Like, I'd rather learn about that. Like, I'd rather learn about how every single fucking food in my house is actually poisonous, just because food industries are paying health, like, are investing in fucking health industries because they know that food is killing people. So they're investing in healthcare industries because they know that people need to put more money into health. Like, bro, that is so fucking interesting. And we're learning trigonometry. We're learning triangles. We're learning rocks. Like, you need to chase your passion. Like, everyone fucking says this in school. Oh, chase your passion. Oh, learn this, learn that. And then they're literally teaching the fucking most bullshit shit. Like, even if you choose a subject that is interesting, they're teaching the most useless part of it. Like, I'm trying to choose business courses, but they're teaching about like fucking Google Docs, bro. Like, who doesn't, like, you don't need a course on Google Docs, bro. You need one YouTube video. And yet we waste an entire semester on it. Like what the fuck? It's actually useful. Oh, there's another point. Prison has more free time than school. I really like this quote by a book. I'll just read it out. Denial of liberty without just cause and due process. A basic premise of our democratic system of values is that it is wrong to deny anyone liberty without just cause and due process. To incarcerate an adult, we must prove in a court of law that the person has committed a crime or is a serious threat to self or others. Yet, we incarcerate children because of their age. According to our democratic system of values, it should be immoral to incarcerate children because of their age, unless we have proven that all children within the specified age range are of danger to themselves or others without such incarceration. No proof exists. No such proof exists. Pretty much incarceration is pretty much just trapping people, like almost like imprisoning them, but without a fucking crime. Like, we're literally just being trapped in school, forced to regurgitate whatever the teacher is trying to say. Never question whatever we're taught. This entire system is just a fucking assembly line of training students to ingrain obedience in their values. Like, this is actually insane. Like, do you start getting what I'm trying to say? Another point I made is life is not supposed to be get through 5 days of school and enjoy 2 days of your weekend. Well, of course, enjoy 2 days already. Everyone is like fucked it up because we're all like addicted to social media. If you cut that out, then you'll actually have 2 days of your life and you'll actually start enjoying the 2 days that they give you. But realize this, you're never supposed to trade off fucking 5 days of your life for two. I think this is actually training us to be complacent in the 9 to 5 job. Oh, I've already been used to hating 5 days of my life and then actually relaxing on the next 2 days. So when I get out of school, I'll actually be okay with the 9 to 5 job because I've already been used to it. It's training this complacency, this almost ingraining this idea that for the rest of my life, I'll be hating 5 days on my week and enjoying two. Like, what is that? That is the worst possible trade-off. At best, you are enslaved 1 day of your week, and then you can enjoy 6 days. Like, that is literally the best case because like think about it, you have, if it's five days out of 7, what is that? That is like around 70% of your entire life wasted. And yet that is a value that is supposed to be ingrained in us, that we're supposed to be okay with the rest of our lives. There's another quote I really like: the rights of free speech, free assembly, and freedom to choose one's own path to happiness, and fair trial when accused of a misdeed, are non-existent for children, for students. Students generally have no voice in the formation of school rules and little voice in the decisions about how they will spend their free time each day. By the way, I got these quotes from Free to Learn, like the book, and it just absolutely woke me up. It made me realize that from the moment the education system started, it was never made for education. It was always made for obedience. We're actually trapped in a fucking broken system. I still don't understand the people that give study advice on the internet who talk about like, oh, just bear through it, you got it, just wait until you get into the good university and wait until you get a good job. Like, this all just realize that you're bearing through a prison. School is like the exact same thing as a prison, bro, except all the difference is that you didn't commit a crime. You were there by force. And also another thing is, my system of learning is so goofy. So pretty much the way I study for tests is 2 different methods: to only learn the things that I need to learn, and to only learn the things that I don't know. So like, if you looked at imagine all my knowledge was a box, right? Like all knowledge taught in a lesson was a box, right? And I split it up in the, maybe not in the middle, but whatever. And on the right, oh, actually it's flipped, but whatever. On the right side, it would be all the knowledge that I need to know. And then I cut it even more. And the top box would be all the knowledge that I don't know that I need to know. The things that I already know and the things that won't be on the test, I just completely ignore. So I just cut out, like, in this diagram, it would be 25, I cut out 75% of the things I need to know. Like that I was going to study, but now I don't need to study anymore. And the ironic thing about this is, really think about it. If this system was so purposeful that we were actually enjoying learning and enjoying like this process of like regurgitating information or something, right? Why is it that why is the best method to minimize the most amount of things we need to study, to minimize the most amount of time needed to spend on school? Like, holy fuck, this is so funny. Also, the worst possible thing that school does, maybe the worst is training obedience, but one of the second worst thing is it makes you hate learning, because they associate work with learning. The more harder they train you to be obedient, to do these stupid ass homework assignments and projects, the more you associate learning with work. And really think about it. Learning is one of the best ways to grow as a person. So when they ingrain this idea of, when they brainwash us to start hating learning, they're actually making us hate growth. And that's actually crazy. As a society, why is everyone being brainwashed to hate growth? That is the number one prerequisite to anything, to being a millionaire, to being fucking happy in life. Growth is the number one thing. Progress is the greatest motivator to, like, compared to anything else. And yet they're ingraining on us a value that makes us hate growth. Hopefully you can realize that learning is so fucking fun. Like, honestly, you can learn anything on the internet right now. It's actually so crazy. Like, To me, reading is fun. Obviously, I don't have fucked dopamine, right? Because I quit all the bad dopamines. I stopped gaming. I stopped social media. Reading is so fucking fun. It's so fun to learn how to make friends and influence people. Like that's a goat book. It's so fun to learn about business. It's so fun to learn about all these random things. Like, do you realize dead people have written their life lessons in books? Millionaires have written full guides on how to get rich in books, and they cost like $30. You can get 100 years of knowledge for $30. You're literally just buying time at that point. Books are the absolutely most broken thing. And the thing is, they also train you to hate books because they're giving you why would anyone give you okay, the entire idea of giving a fucking book is absolutely stupid. Realize that learning is supposed to be independent and you're supposed to enjoy the entire process. Right? Like most people already clicked off. If you're still watching, like you're actually the GOAT. But on YouTube, you don't just randomly watch every single video, right? You only watch the ones that you're interested in. And that's how we're supposed to learn. Biologically, we are designed to learn from the things we are most interested in. It's the same thing with books. We've never been taught this. It's actually stupid because books are supposed to be so interesting. Like, you can learn so much. You can learn the exact things that you're interested in books. And we're just brainwashed to hate it. Books are such a powerful way to grow in real life. Holy, that was a long yap. Also, yeah, the final thing is, if you're still watching, bro, you're actually the GOAT. I have a dream of not going to university. I'm just gonna leave you with that. Yeah, click on the link in the description to join my Discord server where I can tell you how to minimize time. So that was literally just a full guide on how to fucking hate school. I'm not even trolling. I don't know why I uploaded this. I just wanted to get my mind clear and think I might be so different from other study YouTubers just because I still have a soul in me. I still haven't been beaten to death by the education system, and I still I can still wake up and realize that this is unethical. This is wrong. This is all actually fucked up. Okay, yeah.